What a feeling when it's time for Christmas. Let's sing a carol and we'll bring it here. Let's sing a carol and we'll bring it here. Let's sing a carol and we'll bring it here.
These DIYs are going to be the last DIYs of the Christmas season for me. Today I will be making a wreath, and this wreath is to go into my home sign that I DIY'd a few months back, and I will list that here in a card. I am going to be using this wreath as my letter O. Everything that I'm using to DIY in this project is stuff that I already had here on hand at home, so this project cost me nothing. I bought all of these mini trees at the Dollar Tree last year, and I believe they still had them this year as well. I've really been loving the use of the trees in Christmas decor, and so I thought it would be perfect to add them here to this wreath. I also had these floral stems from last year as well, so I'm just changing the decor up a little bit, and I really recommend you do that. If you have something in your home that you're no longer going to use, just change it and make it into something that you are really liking this season, and I promise you it is so doable and the end results are always so satisfying. I have been using the same 2 spools of ribbon on all of my DIY projects, and if you've been following my Christmas DIYs, you may have noticed this. And I have been really loving this idea because it ties all of my projects together and gives them some type of similarity that I've really been enjoying. Project number 2 has got to be one of my favorite projects this holiday season. I made a pinecone garland. I really didn't want to use the traditional green garland this year, and so I had pine cones on hand at home. I had this rope. The only thing that I purchased were the ribbons, and if you notice, or if you've been following my DIYs, as I mentioned earlier, everything that I've been making ties together with their ribbons. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to give my pine cones a little dust of white. That way they look like they have snow on them. And I am using chalk paint. I use the same chalk paint for every project that I do, and it is called Valspar Chalky Paint. That is my go-to chalk paint, and I have gotten so many projects out of this one can. So I'm going to go ahead and dust my pine cones, and then we'll move on to the next step. On my rope, I have marked in black the locations where I am going to be placing my pine cones. I ended up taking this rope up to my mantle and just visually marking the spots where I wanted the pine cones. I didn't go through and measure anything. That's kind of the way I am. I just eyeball things at times. I then proceeded to take the twine and wrap it in between the crevices on the pine cone. After the twine was fully wrapped around the pine cone, I then tied a knot. And then once you're done tying that knot onto the pine cone, you simply tie the leftover twine onto your rope and you are done. That's all that it requires. No glue is required for this project. Once all of my pine cones are tied on, I'm going to go ahead and tie these bows onto the top of the pine cone. I bought these bows at Walmart. They were already pre-assembled, so I didn't have to do anything. They have a tie back on the side that you simply have to twist, and that was it. It was a really simple project, but I really liked the way it turned out. Let me know in the comments below if this is something that you like as well.
And Christmas is my favorite time of year. It's beginning to look like all my wishes are coming true. That's why I cheer. I've been busy decking the halls. I've been kind to big and small. And now it's time to have a merry holiday. What a feeling when it's time for Christmas. Let's sing a carol